balance key for number 1 seed Sabalenka. Aryna Sabalenka's goals for the first Grand Slam of the season aren't in doubt. The world number 1 intends to go one better than her upset title loss to Madison Keys at Melbourne Park last year. Read more, AO 2026 Women's Singles Draw. That final was a tough one, she recalled. She played incredible and overplayed me. It took me a little time to recover. We had matches after that. I kind of worked on my mistake in those matches. Going to this AO, I'm not really focusing on that result. But of course, I would like to do just a little bit better than I did last year. The 27-year-old cut a relaxed figure at a media day on Friday, hair tied back and wearing an oversized gray hoodie as she moved from a press conference to one-on-one interviews with local, national and international broadcasters. Opening week for the tournament's top seeds has been a mix of practice and PR commitments that Sabalenka has entertained on the back of a hugely successful warm-up at the Brisbane International, where she downed Marta Kostyuk in straight sets for the title. If Sabalenka wasn't living rent-free in the heads of rivals before then, she may be now. Kostyuk admitted to being shocked by the power of the two-time Australian Open champion on the court. There were some points I want to know what the speed of the ball was, because it felt like we were hitting 150 kilometers per hour, which was crazy, the Ukrainian said. Sabalenka said playing in extra exhibition matches has helped refine aspects of her game. It's good to have matches to test things that I've been working on during the preseason, she said. I felt exhausted after Atlanta and New York, but I had 1 or 2 days off, so I felt recovered after. I had a great preparation. Then there is really high-intensity match against Nick Kyrgios, which is also part of my preparation. By the end of the preseason, I felt really strong and ready. She's also reportedly been working on her mindset with coaches Anton Dubrov and Jason Stacey to channel emotions in high-stakes environments on court and off. Her profile has risen with her game. She was second on Forbes' highest-paid female athletes of 2025 and recently made a guest appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, talking about her Battle of the Sexes match with Kyrgios. I couldn't dream about going to these shows, she said. It's always a lot of fun. He's very energetic, very fun. I really enjoyed my time there. I really hope I can do these kind of shows more often. It's really cool and helps to promote tennis even more. I always wanted to be something bigger than just a tennis player. Sabalenka's consistency has been another key strength to her standing, which she seems increasingly comfortable with ahead of her first match at AO 2026 against French wildcard Tyansoa Rakitomanga Rajana. Asked directly about her rivalry with Iga Swiatek, Sabalenka was diplomatic and suggested this year's tournament would be more than a two-horse race. It's actually not only about me and Iga. It's Coco Gauff, Elena Rybakina, Jessica Pegula, she said. There is so many great players I have also great rivalry with. Strength and consistency aside, it may be balance that proves central to the 5-time Grand Slam champion's campaign here. Sabalenka appears to have found it on the court, in her routines, and off the court, engaging with brands she aligns with, and becoming one herself. The thing that's been working for me quite well is balancing, Sabalenka said. When it's a match day, I'm like fully focused, fully prepared. But when it's an off day, I obviously do my hitting, then I go for dinner or for walk to completely get disconnected from tennis world for a little moment, so I feel fresh and ready to go next day. I always wanted to be something bigger than just a tennis player, she continued. I always wanted to be an inspiration for the next generation and be an example of a great athlete who can balance things around. I always share and I always work with the brands that I really truly love, that I really use. That's my brand. It's showing people that it's okay to balance on and out of the court life, to have fun, but really be focused on your goals. Balance, the hidden key to Aryna Sabalenka's rise to number 1. In the world of professional tennis, dominance is often measured in numbers, ranking points, aces served, matches won. Yet, behind the statistics, there exists a subtler, almost invisible force that defines the careers of the sport's greatest champions. For Aryna Sabalenka, the Belarusian powerhouse who ascended to the world number 1 ranking, this force is balance. Not just the physical kind that allows her to pivot and explode on the court, but a deeper, mental equilibrium that transforms raw power into championship-winning performance. Sabalenka's journey has been one of contrasts. On the one hand, she is a player renowned for her ferocity, a baseline cannonball who can hit forehands and serves with staggering velocity, capable of shaking even the steeliest opponents. On the other, she is a master of composure, steadily climbing the WTA rankings despite periods of inconsistency earlier in her career. These two seemingly opposing traits, explosive aggression and calm control, find their ultimate expression in balance. Physical balance, precision amid power. At first glance, Sabalenka's game appears to be all power. Watching her on the court, one sees a player who attacks with the ferocity of a storm, sending balls careening past opponents with brutal intent. Yet, what many casual observers overlook is the precision and balance in her footwork and body mechanics. Tennis is a game of leverage and momentum. Sabalenka's ability to maintain her balance while hitting with maximum force allows her to generate incredible spin and depth without sacrificing control. The subtle adjustment of her stance before a forehand, the timing of her hip rotation, and the alignment of her shoulders all contribute to a delicate equilibrium. When she drives through a ball, she is not merely swinging hard, she is orchestrating a complex dance of physics, harnessing her body's center of gravity to unleash controlled power. This balance is what allows her to turn a potent serve into a weapon rather than a liability. Early in her career, over-aggressiveness could lead to unforced errors. Today, as the #1 seed in tournaments, she embodies a harmony where power is tempered by precision, a player capable of dominating rallies without losing the strategic thread of the match. Mental balance, the art of staying grounded. Physical skill, however, is only half the story. Tennis is as much a psychological battle as it is a physical one. Sabalenka has openly acknowledged that her journey to the top was marked by struggles with mental focus, especially when pressure mounted in critical points. Her early career was punctuated by moments where intensity became volatility, a tense smile, a racket thrown, a break in concentration that allowed an opponent to swing momentum. The key to her current success is mental equilibrium. Sabalenka has cultivated an ability to regulate her emotions, maintaining composure even when matches reach a fever pitch. This balance is not about suppressing emotion, far from it. It is about channeling the very passion that fuels her powerful shots into constructive energy rather than frustration.